So, in case you missed it, it turns out Coastal Highway's interiors have gone virtually unexplored, even though this is where we started out this run. And it would be a shame to leave anything behind now that we're back where we started and can actually stick around. So, let's see what we can find. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where I am actually on the edge of Desolation Point here. And just going to make my way back through the cave system, trying to make the best of kind of limited food reserves at this point. There is a prop deer that I spotted on the way out of Coastal Highway into Desolation Point. Of course, at the very beginning of the series, I opted to go for Pleasant Valley and Mystery Lake as soon as possible after not really finding a ton of safe food when my armaments were limited, of course, at the very beginning of the series. So I left Coastal Highway pretty quickly. And now it's like, not only am I realizing that I explored virtually nothing, I went to a few places, but most of the zone I didn't touch. But on top of that, we've of course had the food update since then. And so there are probably items in houses that I both explored and did not explore. Just double checking that I went through everything here. Reasonably certain that I did. This particular transition cave is one of the more straightforward. There are a few forks just leading towards... I'll grab the coal. Why not? I'm just not going to carry a bunch of it. There are a few forks just leading towards, you know, minor chance loot spawns, but nothing extraordinary. Alright, so sun's about to set. I'm going to try and make it at least to the basement here. I need to be mindful of the fact that there is a wolf in this area. Also, I should probably be more mindful of, you know, spraining unnecessarily, as I almost did there. I say a wolf like there's not a potential for multiple wolves, and there certainly is. The prop deer is not here. The prop deer is at... Well, there could be one here. I didn't see one. But the prop... Yeah, there actually very well could be one, because I see crows over there. I'm not going to worry about it, though, because... just overall, a little bit less safe here. And, I mean, I've got 100% health, which is a lovely thing, as I literally walk on a branch there. Did you see that? I've got 100% health. But that doesn't mean that I want to intentionally tangle with a wolf if I can avoid it. Especially given that I'm doing pretty good on the food front right now. I think the wolves are mainly out towards the water and the shore at the moment, over that direction. So I'm going to go this direction and hope for the best. Of course, there's also a slight possibility there could be a wolf, like, right here-ish, every now and then. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. I think I might keep pushing. Because despite the fact that the wind is blowing right now, and it's late day, I'm not that cold. Even though I've been walking around outside for a moment, which is nice. That's... in part just due to coincidence. It's a pretty decent combination weather-wise. It's also kind of where we are right now. Probably doesn't get as cold here as it does in other zones, like the more outlying zones where we've been hanging out. I understand it gets very cold in Forsaken Airfield, so that's going to be fun. Or I've heard that in at least one place, not that I've spent a ton of time looking into what to expect there because I want to experience it myself. But I have seen that, heard that. But here, it doesn't necessarily get that cold. And on top of it, of course, we have also recently repaired the deerskin boots and pants, and boots and pants, and boots and pants. Which, thanks to that, I think that's probably one of the main causes of things generally being better. Okay. Seems like we are keeping a safe distance from the wolves. Let's go ahead and skedaddle as quickly as possible, because I'm not counting on this lovely temperature state to just keep supporting me. When the going gets this good in the long dark, it's never going to be this good for long. At least we're not in Pleasant Valley, though. Am I right? At least we managed to avoid lingering there longer than necessary. Lately, anyway. We were there for a while earlier in the series, but this recent visit to Pleasant Valley, I just grabbed the deer hides and kept going. Which was satisfying. So here we are back in Coastal Highway. Now, as I recall, there was a deer out on the ice somewhere. I think it's... Yeah. So I really want to visit, ideally... Man, there's a part of me that just wants to do some beach combing for a while here. And I might... Okay, there's the prop deer. I think there's another one out that direction. No. No. I actually already harvested that one. So there's not another one. So how are we doing... food-wise? Okay, I've got that coal. That coal is actually going to be brilliant because it'll allow me to light a fire and prepare some meat real quick off of this prop deer. I'm just going to do it right by the deer. There are some other sticks nearby to fuel it. Man, I can't remember the last time the game was this nice to me. Look at this. It's just like, hey, have some sticks. You want to light a fire, Hadrian? And now I'm just sitting here like, wait a minute, what are you planning? What's going to happen? Is the bear going to sneak up out of nowhere? All right, let's just get this going. Can I use magnifying lens? No, it's too late in the day. That would be hilarious. All right, so I don't think... I'll need to keep an eye on temperature, but let me add that one piece of coal. Now we've got an hour and 40 minutes on the fire. Oh, wow. That is a... Honestly, that is more deer meat than I thought I would see. This is a very generous prop carcass. Oh, now I've got that. That's nice to see that I have the prepared burdock to nom on as well. Okay, there's that. Oh, wow. Check that out. They're both going to be ready in exactly 32 minutes. Well, that worked out. Feels like 59 degrees right now, yeah. So this is really, really splendid timing. And I doubt I'm even going to be able to eat all of this. I've got these ruined pork and beans that I frankly forgot about, but I'm going to go ahead and chow down on those. Ruined. Utterly ruined. All right. Not a lot of water. So I might actually hang out by this fire for a bit. And then maybe beeline towards the island there. For that house. I think I went to both houses. At least one. But it seems like a pretty good time to maybe think that way. Perhaps. After I get some water off this fire. And then there's a good argument for grabbing the hide off of this deer right now. You know? Let's go ahead and take 28 minutes. without using the knife. So, okay, that's the sound of an aurora, possibly. Well, that's music that implies there may be an aurora. Let's put it that way. Which is good and bad. Alright, so we're going to leave that meat just like there for now, because I don't trust the game with this particular sound effect that's playing in the background. I don't trust it to keep me safe. So I'm going to come back for that meat when I can. Also, look at this fog rolling in. I'll come back for that meat when I can feel a little bit more confident that I'm not going to be walking straight towards a predator that I can't see while carrying meat. I probably could have pulled some more torches off of that fire, but it's okay. Oh, yep. Yep. If I had meat on me right now, this would be a problem. Okay, I need to be careful because I can't walk too far out this way. Okay, I think I'm safe. Wow. Oh, look, demon right in front of me. Imagine if that had been like a wolf, though. This would be a real issue. Alright, so that demon's actually giving me a pretty good indication of where the safe edge is. And I'm not saying that's necessarily the case, but I'm still going to trust it, because the edge is that direction, and notice how it kind of veered inward. I'm going to stay on this side of the demon. Okay. So, again, I'm pretty confident. Hang on. That I've already explored this house. But right now, more than anything, I just need shelter. So I don't mind a little bit of backtracking, revisiting a place that I've already been. And speaking of backtracking, there is another place that I need to visit as well. That plane that I discovered on my way out of the zone. Evidently, there are cargo hatches, which I completely ignored. I appreciate y'all for pointing that out. That is, of course, more common in the helicopters and the planes on the Forsaken Airfield. But as someone rightly pointed out, it's not necessarily something that's going to occur to me in Coastal Highway. Because a plane crash here, especially one of the newer plane models that have those cargo hatches that you can search, has just never been a thing. Okay. So, Misanthrope's Homestead. Yeah, this one has been visited, but we're still going to take a look around. There's some spray paint. I think there's a chance. This is one of those locations that I've been mentioning where we might discover some cooking items. We'll suddenly see that these cabinets are no longer empty. Or at least that's what it would look like. So it would suddenly say searched in a situation where it's like, okay, I know I definitely didn't leave anything here. There would have been no reason to leave anything here. Anything up top? No. Okay, so far, no dice. It's okay. I mean, there's the spray paint, which is, I mean, I guess that's something. Maybe. All right. Nothing here. I'm really double checking everywhere just to be safe, even though, you know, my instinct is to think, okay, the place where I'm most likely to find new things is the kitchen. Let me just triple check, make sure I didn't overlook anything stupidly obvious. Like on the counter, perhaps. Nope. Doesn't appear so. It'd be interesting if it were possible to actually burn down houses. Doing what I just did. Because, you know, you would think in a slightly more robust simulation, not that the Long Dark's not a good simulation, it's just the mechanics work a certain way. There are things that are possible and things that aren't possible, and that's fine. That's the game. But in like a more in-depth simulation than the Long Dark provides, what I just did would not be advisable. Under any circumstances. Just casually throw a torch on the ground, use it to light another one. Like, why are you throwing that torch down on that wooden floor? This doesn't seem advisable. Okay, I need to be mindful of how close I am to the edge. Alright, but I do, as I make my way towards Jackrabbit, I want to take a look at... We'll visit this hut. Because the huts are one thing that I haven't really paid a lot of attention to. And I am hopeful that we get an aurora tonight, but my main objective is just to make sure that I get some rest. Also, I would like to get some more water. I'm going to need that. Okay, I see something beachcomby there. Not sure what it is. I'll take a look in just a second. For now, let's just step inside here, and I'm going to have to light a lantern. And I don't recall if I came by here, but there's a chance I did. Yeah, I did, because this is between the islands. And if I indeed visited both houses, then this is one that I would have checked. Okay. So... Alright, that is a corpse. Nothing on it. Lovely. Just a body washed ashore to remind you that we're playing a post-apocalyptic game. Nice. So yeah, I am hopeful that we have an aurora while we're here. That's one of the reasons that I want to hang around Coastal Highway for a bit. I don't just want to, you know, cut through here like I cut through Pleasant Valley. There's more to explore, but one of those places that I could potentially explore... Oh, didn't I... I just remembered at the very beginning of the series, didn't I fall in the water, like right here? I think this is where I did. Like, it was almost instantaneous, too. It was either that or during an Against All Challenges series. I can't remember exactly which. But yeah, it was pretty much right here, I think. All right, I see some beachcomby stuff. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to keep going. I think that's just some firewood there. I will, like, eyeball it as I go by, because I'm curious. Wait, is that a... That's a backpack. Hold on. Nothing in it. Okay. Might as well grab a few sticks while they're staring me in the face. Okay. Okay. Alright, this is not amazing timing. Because there could be a wolf up at the top here. Hi, bunny. So there is our aurora. And all of the wildlife are now supercharged. Love it. Okay, now I do not remember at all if I indeed went through both houses. I did. Okay. Still a possibility that there will be more things here, because I haven't been here since the food update. So let's check all the cabinets, make sure none of them say searched instead of empty. Aha! There's some flour, which I could potentially use. Nothing in the microwave. Nothing in the oven. Oh, yes, that's right. Giant fish. Hang on. I can eat that now. Well, no, it's 224 calories. It's not really worth it, to tell you the truth. I can go back and get that deer meat later on and be completely fine. Alright, so let's continue searching for a bit. Oh man, this is annoying. Because I'm not particularly well rested. Do I have coffee? I do have coffee. Ooh, that could justify what I'm thinking here. It's a little bit risky. But I know exactly where to go. So if I were to be able to see the animals that I'm trying to avoid and keep them at a distance, I might be able to swing this. Okay, I don't see anything else food-wise, which makes me sad, but at the same time, I didn't have astronomical hopes for this area. So let's go ahead and put the lantern away for a second. Now, I do need to get a little bit lighter on my feet. I'm carrying a ton of sticks. I should probably drop those for the time being. Should I eat that now or should I wait? Ooh, I'm still carrying that decent simple parka. That's not necessary at all. I still have lots of cloth, so I'm just going to drop it and not worry about it. Okay, there's a couple of ruined sticks. I've got that lantern fuel as well. Let me go ahead and refuel my lantern using that. It's not a ton of lantern fuel. It's a very, very small amount. I still have the noisemakers, which I haven't used at all. That could be an interesting defense mechanism against aurora wolves. The main thing, though, is I'm just going to try... Oh, also... Yeah, I suppose I can put down some of these things that I have for curing. Alright, so that helped a lot weight-wise. And then what I'm going to need to do is drink this coffee. That will give me some of my thirst back. Okay, we're going to take this opportunity while we have it. I'll make a note later. I'll make a note later about the, there's a wolf there. I'll make a note later about the deer hide. For now, I just want to see if I can make it to the elevator, because this is my chance to explore an area of coastal highway that is going to have more stuff. So I'm really going to have to keep my head on a swivel here. There is a wolf over that way, but I know exactly where I need to go, and it's that way. So I just need to watch for wolves and really have a sense for where they are. Which is, on the ice right now, it's a little bit tough because they really will blend into the background. I can see one there. The glow that they get during the aurora actually makes them a little harder to see from a distance than they would be without the glow, if you didn't know that. Just from the way it's rendered. Because if you think about it, without the glow, they're just a solid black collection of polygons that will move around. So even when they're distant, you can kind of see the edges of those pixels in the distance. But when the edges of those pixels turn into a lighter color, which is green, and that green is reasonably close to this blue that we're surrounded by, all of a sudden it's a little bit harder. All right, so this is an interesting moment in the series. For those of you who are not aware of the mechanics of this elevator, which I actually haven't visited here before, but for those of you who are not aware of the mechanics, it only works during the aurora, with no exceptions. And so if you're going to loot this place where I'm going, you pretty much have to loot it. You have to get down there during the aurora, find what you need, and get back out while the aurora is going. If you don't get out and the aurora shuts off, so to speak, everything else shuts off with it, and you're stuck. And as we experienced in Blackrock, there is no reliable cadence at which the aurora borealis appears. So you are, except perhaps on lower difficulty runs where you could survive for longer, or maybe there are more frequent auroras, perhaps, depending on your settings. If you're doing a custom run with more auroras, you're well and truly screwed in those circumstances. There's really no other way of looking at it. Okay, there could be a wolf here, and I need to be very careful. So I'm actually going to back off away from that area there. And we're going to use a side route to get to where we're going, because it's right up here. Oh, come on, game. Don't do this to me. We're right. Are you serious? Okay, no, I can go around this way. I don't want to walk towards another wolf as I do this. Okay, wait a minute. Wasn't it right here? Wait, was it next to the fishing huts? Because I don't remember going by the fishing. Oh no, it's here. It's here. It's here. Okay. I was going crazy for a second there. All right, let's step inside. Oh man, this is wild. All right, so there are going to be some blinking lights here. So yeah, this is a real moment of truth, because this aurora's been going for a bit, and they tend to last for hours. They can last entire night times. But, oh, that's interesting. It actually is like an interior area. Fascinating. All right, so it looks like there are sparking pools I need to be mindful of. Yeah, this could get really dicey really quickly. So I'm gonna... There's a can opener, that's great. Alright, we found some food, that's good. I'm gonna get in and get out as fast as I can. Because if the aurora were to stop, Our gooses are well and truly cooked. I'd ride it out, don't worry. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Are you serious? Are you serious? That's terrifying. That seems like death waiting to happen. This is extremely treacherous. You see this? Okay. This is horrifying. Okay, this is very, very challenging because the kind of ridges that I'm trying to... Wait, what's that? Nothing. The ridges that are, like, built into the area, built into the terrain that I'm trying to get around are really... like, they're hard to see. Right, this is much deeper than I thought it would be. This is really terrifying because I'm thinking about how far I'm going and I'm like, I want to explore, but I know that I have to get back to that door. I have to get back to the elevator. Heart is pounding because this could be... Okay, this seems like a dead end. Seems like a total dead end. All right, so red herring. Great. Love that. Love that. Just went on a complete wild goose chase. Great. Running. Running, 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 running. Running, 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 running. Running, 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 running. All right. Lots of running. All right, already went that way. I'm so tempted just to, like, go back to the elevator and get out of here. This is so nerve-wracking. Like, just the thought that this could shut down any second. The anxiety is real. It's cool, though. Like, I love the environment. It's just a lot. I wasn't expecting all the electricity. Okay. Let me go this way really quick. All right, there. Yeah, I don't trust this. Yeah, this is all nonsense. Like, I'm not stepping into that water. I'm not doing it. I'm getting out of here. I kind of want to go up there because I feel like the most important thing is probably up there. But I have places that I want to go in this run. I got some food. I experienced it. There's more that I want to do. Okay. So with that, hang on. I can't make a fire in here, unfortunately. That's kind of annoying, to tell you the truth. There was a fire barrel down there, but, you know, I'm not gonna tempt fate with that. Is there a fire barrel up front, though? If there is, then that could be helpful. For context, for those of you who aren't kind of in my head right now, and who have been following the channel for a long time, this is my first long form Against All Odds series in a couple of years after the channel was gone for quite a while. Most of you know that. But because of that, I have a very specific sense of motivation to, I'm just going to use that save point from stepping back in there. I have a very specific sense of motivation to, keep going with the run as opposed to taking risks, at this specific moment, knowing that this could end it. There's still more that I want to do, and I was gone for so long that there's a part of me that, I want to take the run in other directions rather than take risks that could potentially kill me. I could be being completely paranoid, but I'm not sure of that because I've never been down there before. That's really cool, but given the specific moment in time that we're in right now and the series that we're running and the fact that there's more content coming out and I kind of have an idea for what I want to do with these upcoming Tales updates with Against All Odds, we're going to make sure that we're alive to see some of that stuff in this run, because I think that would be a new and interesting direction to take things as a way of combining it with the upcoming Tales content. So, for those of you thinking, man, why didn't you take a few more risks there? Why didn't you, try to make it up that pathway at least and see what you could find? That's why. It's this specific series, this specific moment in time. I would really like to keep this one going and see more areas in terms of entire zones that I haven't seen before, rather than dying in a mine in Coastal Highway, which would be dramatic, but also anticlimactic at the same time, if that makes any sense. I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here. In the next one, I'm going to continue exploring Coastal Highway and seeing what kind of food and water I can find. Well, I have food, but it's the food items, the cooking items that might be hiding deeper in the zone that I would like to find. And then we will head back towards the Forlorn Muskeg, and we will head towards Bleak Inlet, and then back into Broken Railroad for the first time since we got food poisoning. Yeah, remember that. And not food poisoning, but intestinal parasites. Yeah. If it was just food poisoning, I would have felt much better about it. I'm just sitting here still experiencing the trauma of those 20 days, but we got through it. But anyway, we'll have that, and then Forsaken Airfield not long after that. So we're kind of on rails, no pun intended, at this point. Well, we're not on the rails just yet, literally speaking, but we'll be on them soon. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If you're not new here, look for the join button to access channel unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes drop every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.